Plus, we all are very much curious to know about how youngsters uplift themselves to be their better version. So, to reveal the secret, today we'll be having an interview session with one of the youngest legal entrepreneur of the country and a budding lawyer. He is the founder and director of FlexPeeps Private Limited and a member of American Bar Association. None other than Madhur Rathod. Hello guys, I am Kratika Mangal and welcome to Whip with Raj Kratika. So, in today's session, I'll be shooting questions about life on him and he'll be answering the same. Welcome Madhur to Whip with Raj Radhika.
Thank you. Thanks for the brilliant introduction, and it's indeed a pleasure to be here on your show. And you can shoot out your questions. I would love to answer them.
All right. So, like, my first question being, how have you gained this kind of reputation as being one of the youngest legal entrepreneur of the country? How?
When I started all these things, I never thought about, that I will have some kind of a reputation, or I'll be the one of the youngest legal and entrepreneur of the country. But I simply went on. I simply started working on my plan, and whatever plan I had in my mind, I got support of my friends, and then I came up with the idea, and I just started, and then things went well, and now fortunately it's been an year and things are going quite well. And that is the thing. I never planned about something that I have to build a reputation or something. I just worked and it came out this way.
Oh, that's nice. So, like, are you a morning person or a night owl? Like,
See,
which day do you prefer to do hard
yeah,
work, like
this
in
is
the
quite
morning?
difficult. Yeah, this is quite difficult for me to answer, but it totally depends on the work I have to do, and I'm quite versatile when it comes to being a morning person or a night owl. It totally depends on the kind of work I have to do in a particular day, or whatever my schedule is. If I have to do something like legal research, or I have to write something related to my professional life or something, then I prefer waking up early in the morning with a fresh mind, with all filled up with energy and everything. But when I'm supposed to write poetry or something, I choose to wake up late in the night, because I get some personal time, and I get my feelings over there, and then I just pour it out on pen and with pen on the paper, and it turns out to be nice. So it's totally versatility when it comes to be a night owl or a morning person.
Oh,
So yeah,
that's
that is my
great.
answer.
So, like, what type of poems or writings do you write?
Till now I have usually wrote about love, romance, and all these things, but definitely it brings some, connectivity of like my poetries are connected to towards the practical thing rather than being a lot dramatic. There is love and romance in the poetry, but definitely it is not all dramatized at a different level. There is a lot of practicality that when you'll be reading that, or when you'll be hearing that, you'll find that a lot of practicality is there in my poetry, and everything.
Okay, like, what you do if you become invisible for one day?
Okay. That's quite interesting. When I'll be invisible for a day or for whatever time that is, I will simply prefer to be invisible and spend time with me, and putting all the works and everything, all the things, like whatever schedule and everything, putting everything aside, I would love to be with myself in using that superpower.
That's great. Already, like, release any one genie moment, like aha moment of your life that really changed your life.
It's
If it,
I I said you earlier that I am quite practical when it comes to answering to such questions. It's not like any magical thing that happened over the night and it changed my life. It was totally, you know, things keep on coming, like keep kept on striking, and in that way my life got changed. If I'll tell you my journey till now, then when I was in class 10th, I started preparing for my medical entrance examination. Law was definitely not my first choice. Then after preparing 2 years, I got some health issues, and I got to know that I won't be able to sit in the medical entrance examination. Then that was quite devastating to me. That was a depressing phase. I was preparing for an examination for last 2 years, keeping all the things aside. Like, I was not even using social media or anything at that moment. And
All
then
right.
I was so ill that I was unable to sit into the examination. So that thing was quite depressing for me. That phase was like, yeah, I knew that this is not the end of the world, but at that point of time, when I was in that particular age where I was assuming myself to be in that particular profession and everything, and when I was suddenly I was unable to sit in the examination, that too due to my health issue, I thought that okay, so that was quite depressing for me. Although I got support of my dad, and he calmed me out, and he said, like, take a deep breath and just analyze your skills, and let's do some change into that, with a let's go for a fresher start. And then I changed my stream and everything, and I came into the law field. And also, I think my dad knew better that I have good communication skill. Definitely, I'm not glorifying my skill, but yeah. But Analyzing all those points, we I decided to to come into this field. And yeah, that was the moment when everything was changed. Probably
That
I was
means
also
that
not in med.
when you became, like when you fell ill, after that, your life changed dramatically, right? Because you
Yeah,
like
it was.
skipped that medical profession and came into the law profession. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Okay, like share a mantra that you apply in your life to be successful, for successful.
See, like, there is not. I won't say there is any mantra to be successful, but yeah, to me, success is all about never giving up. If you are like, you have to take wise decisions when you have to, when you have to leave doing a particular thing. But definitely, you should not give up on things. You should never have this attitude of giving up. For example, I would say that if I'll ask you to, to insert a iron nail into an iron rod, that is quite impossible. So if you'll say that I don't have to give up, I don't have to give up, I will insert this iron nail into this iron rod. So that is the thing. That is what I mean to say. You have to take wise decisions in your life, that whether you are what you are doing, you have decided not to give up, that is perfect at their part. But what is the thing? What you have decided, is that worth it? Is that a wise decision, or it's just like you are too rigid to do that? So that is the thing, that you have not to give up, but you have to think wisely, that when you have to change, when you have to shuffle things, when you have to bring change.
That's
That
so
is the thing
nice.
that.
Okay, like what's holding you back?
See,
Like any story of a struggle, pain, challenges you want to share. You have already shared about that. You became sick and after that your life changed. But other than that, any kind of story.
yeah, other than that, like, I'm quite young, and I do not have any such big painful story or something like that. But yeah, back then, when I used to be a bit more young, when I used to be in school, and even in the first year of my college, I had a lot of self doubt. So that was the thing. That is the thing that holds everyone back. Like, I used to be a confused personality. I never used, like, I never used to know that if there is two road, I was too confused that I have to take this one or this, even that is leading to the same destination. I used to be confused that whether I have to go on this path or this path. So that was the thing, that I worked on that thing. I was definitely confident, but somewhere I was confused. I had lack of decision making power. So that is the thing that
Even
that
confusion is
I
my bad quality also. I'm like confused all the time. I'm not able to like pick up only one decision at one time. I have to ask like many persons to tell me like which way to go for this one or that one. And
So
yeah,
that is the thing that you should, you should grow up as a, you should read something, and you should inculcate a habit of taking good decisions. Like you have to just freely take decisions, and you should think that whatever decision I have taken, I'll see whatever repercussions will be there and whatever good things will be there. So you have to believe in yourself.
yeah, exactly right. Okay, like what is your weird quirks if we can ask?
I see. Okay. There is not any single weird. You cannot say it as weirdest,
Everyone can have,
but
you can't deny this.
yeah, yeah, definitely. But yeah, there are things, but I cannot say which one is weirdest. But there are things like I love the smell of new books. I love the smell of first raindrop and all such things like you know.
Oh, that's great. Even me too, like the raindrops of the first rain. That actually the sand smell when it comes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
too yummy. I just want to have to eat it. Okay. Okay. What are you working on right now? Your aspect.
Right, yeah, right now I'm like indulged with as you said, like I'm I'm a director of Lexpeep. So right now I'm working to make it a better place, a better better, more better platform for law students. And um, quite another things are there, like I'm inculcating some other hobbies. Like I prefer, when I have like I have free time, I try to learn new things. So I'm learning quite a bit different things, and also I'm uh, working on my written pieces, poetries, and everything. So
That
that is
means
the
your
thing.
biggest addiction is, if we have to specify only one, your biggest addiction, work,
Yeah, you can
commitment.
say. Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, like what advice you can give to the younger version of yourself?
Okay, I think I'm still young, and but yeah, to the younger version of myself, I will give a couple of advices that I would love to give. That will be like the first advice that I would give is read a lot, because it's reading that that can change your life. It has changed mine. Read a lot and learn different skills. None of the skill you have ever learned will go into vain. Like whatever is there, just learn that, and trust me, that won't go into vain. And the third thing that I would give, the third advice to the younger me is try to hear from other people, what is their life experience, what mistakes they have committed. Like you are not you cannot commit all the mistakes in your life to learn.
Uh-huh.
So you should definitely learn from the mistakes of other persons, so that you can avoid doing the same mistake in same way. So that is the three main advice that I would give to the younger version of me. And um, another advice that I would give to younger version of me is like to keep calm and do start working, and also focus on your health. Like when you are too young, you usually ignore your health and everything. So yeah, that is the thing that these are
And
the
any
advices that
kind
I
of
would.
relationship advice if you want to give.
Okay, so relationship advice. Okay, so the relationship advice that I would give to the person of my age, or anyone who is watching this video is do not invest yourself too much from where you are not, you do not have a certainty. And if many people would be thinking of that, he may be certain, he is certain about his future. But I am saying you are not at an age where you have understanding to take such big decisions. And yeah, if there is when once you are in your 30s, and if you are finding someone like who is too helpful in nature, who is passionate, and your vibes are matching, then definitely go with that person. But till then, before you are entering into your 30s, I won't suggest you to enter into any serious relationship or into any serious commitment. Like when you are a teenager or some, when you are in your 20s, when you are in 21, 22, there are different things that, you have a lot of other stuff to do. You should not waste your time in these stuff. So
That's
I
very
may be sounding too negative about the relationship, but yeah, that is the fact.
that's the loophole, you can say. All right. So lastly, describe yourself in 3 words.
Okay, it's not easy for me to, myself describe in 3 words, but yeah, I would say like I'm a dynamic person, I'm passionate, and I'm, dedicated. So
Oh,
these are the
that's
three
great.
advice I would give.
Dynamic, yeah, we can like easily guess you in the dynamic field. You are into the youngest director, you are into the poem, you are into like inspiration for many one. So, all right, Madhur,
Thank
it's
you.
pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you for being part of it with Raj Ratika. It's
Thank you.
literally
It was really a nice experience to, answer the questions, and it was too beautifully framed. Like it was a proper balance of, my professional and personal life. So yeah, it was an awesome experience to be here with you.
thank you so
Really
much.
thankful.
All right,
Thank you.
have a wonderful day.
Thank you.